So the first question on everybody's lips today is, what is it?
Yeah, what is it? Good question. It's a contraption, but a wonderful looking one, and known as the Carlton Combination.
Cool. And what sort of era was this from?
This one dates from exactly 1949 because there's a date written inside it by the owner. The prototype was made by Carlton Drums, based in London, in 1946, and it was seen by a guy called Jackie Greenwood, who was fascinated by it because it's meant to be a combination of tympani, bass drum, and several tom-toms, snare drum, in a drum kit in this little small configuration.
Sort of strange setup.
It's got a lot of things going for it, but it's also got a lot of difficulties.
Yeah, it has. Could you tell us more about the bass drum, or come floor tom, come tympani?
Yeah, the bass drum or floor tom is a combination of both.
Yeah.
It has an upward beating pedal,
right?
Which is pretty cumbersome, but that's it. It plays from underneath. These are the predecessors of the cocktail kit, which also used the upward beating bass drum. But what this had was a mechanism inside the tom-tom, which was a pedal, a cable connected pedal, which pressed a hoop against the top of the head to change the pitch. And that's the one there. This one is the second edition. The first one was a smooth pedal that wouldn't stay in position, but this one a lot stiffer, and you can actually set the pitch for it.
I see. So are there many of these kits around, or? I've never seen one.
No, they're not. Well, what happened when they were first in production? I say this was the first production model, 1948 to 52. There was a rush to actually order them in the shops, thinking they'd really go like hotcakes, but they didn't. As I say, they were limited to the Latin guys.
Yes, quite niche.
Or the pit drummers.
Okay.
The swingsters and jazzers, there's no ride cymbal, there's no hi-hat.
Yeah.
However, they did propose to add a cable hi-hat to this setup, but whether they ever did that, I don't know.
Okay, let
so
us know in the comment section if anybody knows if there was ever a hi-hat added to this. So what were you going to say?
So the swing guys, the jazz guys, the beboppers, was no use to them.
Right, yeah.
So it failed pretty much. A lot of them were withdrawn and dismantled, broken up, and as far as I know now, there are less than 10 in the world.
Wow.
Known, yeah. Wow. And this came from the one of Mr. Alan Buckley. It's from his Classic Drum Museum.
Wow. Okay.
And incidentally, he has also the original from Annie Get Your Gun, the 46 prototype.
So was this an expensive kit in its day? Or?
Well, it was, yes. You could buy it as the whole kit, sort of like this setup, for £115. Right. Or just the tom-tom, bass drum, tom-tom, tympani, we'll call it what you like, for £70. Okay. Now, it doesn't seem like a lot really, but bearing in mind, back in 1948, 49, that the annual income of a guy was £500. So if you work that out, it's about 3 months' wages, the average working man.
I bet the gigs weren't particularly well paid back then. I can imagine.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, wow.
So it's quite tricky to play. It's still got the pre-war designs, like the cradle for the snare drum. Yeah. And the traps bar, the two little cymbals, and that's about it really in terms of...
Yeah, what are the sizes of the two drums?
Oh, the sizes, of course, yeah. That's a 20 by 18. Right. And that's a 14 by 6.5. And they're Carlton King model. Okay. Yeah, cool. So there we have it, yeah.
Excellent, okay. Now, I believe you've prepared a track for us, is that right?
What? Yeah, I've got a couple of little bits to prepare. but yeah, there's in the 50s, talking about Latin music. In England, one of the well, perhaps the most well known was Edmundo Ross.
Okay.
And this track, I think it was scored in 1947 thereabouts, but it got really famous in the 50s. This was a tongue-in-cheek calypso-style tune called "There's an Awful Lot of Coffee in Brazil."
Okay.
Roll 'em, Harry.
Ready. So how was that to play, Sticky? That was
if I was to say virtually unplayable, I
can see why they didn't catch on.